Carla, a big week ahead with an FA Cup semi-final to look forward to. How are you and the squad approaching it?
Looking forward to it. It'll be one where we won't fear them. We'll respect them, of course. They're an unbelievable side. But I think we have to go there and know that it's 90 minutes to get to Wembley. And I think that's going to be a really important part of what we try and set out. Obviously, the girls are away at the moment, but they should be back in the next day or two, which will be good to get everyone back in and get them prepped for the weekend.
And when you look back on the cup run, how do you feel about getting to this point and the qualities that you've needed along the way?
We've needed a lot. I mean, if you look at our cup run, it's been tough. We've had a couple of games that go to extra time and we face big sides. We've knocked big sides out. So we've got to take a lot of heart from that and know that on our day we can compete with anyone. And I think that's going to be really important going into this game.
And this is the first time the club has ever been in the last four. How proud are you to be breaking new ground for Aston Villa?
Yeah, very, but it's a collective effort, you know that. I say it all the time. I think there's a group of players here that are ambitious. You've got a staff group that are ambitious, a football club and owners that are ambitious. So I think collectively, you know, we're all proud of what we've achieved, but we haven't achieved anything yet, and that's the reality. You know, we want to get to the final, and then from there we want to compete. So look, Chelsea stand in our way, best team in England for me. So it's going to be tough.
And as you've said there, you obviously want to get to the final now. You've got to this point. Just how much desire and excitement is there for this game?
Look, anybody that tells you they don't dream of getting to an FA Cup final from a young age, I don't believe them. If you're involved in the game, whatever level, you want to go and play at Wembley, you want to walk out at Wembley. If we could do that with this Aston Villa side, then I'd be delighted, because we've had a really good season, but this will top it off. This will be, you know, we've had some really good moments this season, but to get to Wembley, both for the fans, the football club, the staff, the players, would be probably the biggest moment, I would say.
And obviously Chelsea are standing in the way. What will it take to beat them on Sunday?
Do you know what? They're serial winners. I say it a lot. They're mentality monsters. They sometimes don't play in a way that they would like to week in, week out, but they know how to win football matches. They're a team that just come up with wins in whichever way they can. And yeah, they're a side that, you know, on the back of such a gruelling couple of weeks, they've turned the performance in the league like they did, and that just shows what they're all about. So look, they'll have ambitions to go and win this trophy again, because they've won it many times. But like I said, it's 90 minutes, it's 11v11. We've got to be at our best. We've got to hope for a little bit of luck along the way as well. And yeah, look, we'll be ready, that's for sure.
And you played them in the league last time out. Does the mentality change because it's a cup tie, a one-off game, building up to it and on the day?
It has to. I think this is, like I said, it's the biggest game of our season. It's probably the biggest game that Aston Villa women in the history that, you know, the short history that they've had. So the mentality has to be, we have to try and win the game. And however we have to try and win the game, we have to try and win the game. So yeah, it'll be a different approach, no doubt, as I'm sure it will be for Chelsea. So hopefully we can be on the winning side.
And we do have home advantage. Nearly 4,000 fans turned up to the last home game. How important can they be on Sunday?
Huge. You know what? The attendances have got bigger and bigger this season, and that's a credit to the way we're playing. But I heard last night, obviously we've sold more than that already. I believe there's going to be some big numbers there. They've been sensational. I say it week in, week out. Our fans this year are turning out in the numbers, and hopefully they can be louder than they ever have been this weekend.
And whatever the result on Sunday, do you feel you've already shown this season with the cup run, with the league form, that this club is aiming high for now and for future seasons?
Yeah, I think it's about progression. We always talk about progression, but you know, making sure we've got infrastructure as well in place along the way to keep growing. I don't believe success happens overnight. Yes, we've had a good season, but we've got to keep building. We've got to make sure we keep building again in the summer, on and off the pitch. That's going to be really important. So, yeah, it's one step at a time. But yeah, no bigger one than this weekend.